In this video today, I'm going to show you how to set up record count on the Boss RC-505 to help you record your loops in time. If that's something you're interested in, stay tuned. Hey, what's up? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to another video. If you're new around here, I'm Ben Rowlands and this channel is all about live looping. Upload 3 videos just like this every single week. So if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing. Now in today's video, we're going to take a look at the Boss RC-505 counting modes. So if you've been a part of this channel for a while and you've seen a few of my live looping performances, if you haven't, check them out over here. You may be aware that I recently started to loop to a click track. Now I'm going to do a video talking about the pros and cons of looping to a click track, so be sure to subscribe so you do not miss that video. But basically in this video today, I wanted to show you how you can set up your Boss RC-505 to utilize the onboard rhythm track. So on the Boss RC-505, over here, we have an onboard rhythm track. And this allows us to play our pre-recorded and pre-loaded drum beats provided by Boss. So they sound a bit like this. Pretty groovy, right? Yeah. Now by default on the Boss RC-505, when we click record, and then we click playback and etc., it does not trigger this onboard rhythm track. And there's times where you might want to use the onboard rhythm track either just for jamming along with your guitar and having a little bit of fun with the pedal, or for using the onboard metronome like I personally do. So what we're going to do is we are going to hop into this edit button over here and access the rhythm track settings. We're going to scroll over to the right. Here you can change your drum pattern. So let's go for something groovy like drum beat pattern number 5. If you want to set up a metronome, you can go all the way to the end and you have 2 metronome options. So let's go for drum beat number 5 over here for our simple beats. And we're going to scroll one more to the right and you have this setting here called record count. Now record count is going to give us a 1, 2, 3, 4 style drumstick click before we start to loop into our Boss RC-505. If we turn the dial to the right, it's gonna allow us to set this to 1 measure. Now I really wish that Boss allowed us to set it to maybe 2 measures, because the maximum we can set it to is 1 measure, and at times when I'm playing live on a stage, 1 measure kind of isn't enough for me to get into the groove of how fast the track is gonna be. It's just literally like 1, 2, 3, 4 loop. Whereas I prefer it to be twice as long as that from time to time. Now let me show you how this has changed the way our Boss RC-505 works. So when I click record, we're gonna get the count in, and then it's gonna trigger the onboard drum beat. We can play along to this groove, and then we can play it back. Now what you may have noticed there, when I stopped the loop track, it also stopped the rhythm track. And you may not want your Boss RC-505 to do this. So let me show you how to change this. By default, it will be linked to the looper stop that determines whether this section stops. And we have a variety of options. We can either set the stop to off, so it literally plays all the time regardless of if a loop is on or not, which I have it set up like that for when I have a metronome on. So I have the click track just running 24/7, and the only way I can turn it on and off is by clicking this button here. The next setting is the default one, looper stop, and the final one is record end. So it means you will have the rhythm track clicking away and grooving away during the recording process of the pedal, and then it will stop after that. So let me demonstrate this. So we're recording our guitar, whatever we're looping, and then playback. And the loop continues to play, but the rhythm track stops. Now the final setting I want to tell you about is the play count mode. Now if you have any pre-recorded or pre-loaded loops into your Boss RC-505, maybe via the USB cable from your computer, if you want to learn how to set up the USB modes on the Boss RC-505, check out this video over here. But basically, you might want to trigger these samples in conjunction with some of the pre-made drum tracks on the Boss RC-505. But you maybe want to have a little bit of a click track before you start so you know how quick your loops are going to be. Now by default, it would just start like this. And that might be a little bit sudden if you are performing live. So we have the option to do a 1 measure counting, just like in the record count mode. And now we get our drum clicks. And now our pre-recorded loop is going to kick in. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving me a like and a subscribe. This channel is all about live looping. Upload live looping tutorials, live looping performances every Tuesday, Thursday, and now Saturdays. I've been Ben Rowlands. You can find me online at benrowlandsmusic.com. If you want to learn more about live looping, check out this video over here, and I will see you in the next one.